Dear class 8, welcome to the new session of GK class. We are going to start with the next chapter, that is economic and political terms. So children, here they have given some explanation about the certain terms which we are commonly using. These are based upon political terms or some economic terms, so you should have a knowledge of it. For example, see, what do you mean by a written statement or a written proof, which is a quote from the court? We call it affidavit. Then, yearly estimate of income or expenditure of a country. What term is given to it? We call it budget. Then what is a bill? Bill is a legislative proposal made by a government. A draft of legislative proposals means whatever things are proposed in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha, that is made by the government, that is called a bill. When two or more political parties come together and form the government, when one single party is not able to form the government, you might have observed two parties joined hands, and such type of government is called coalition government. Then deliberate reduction in the value of home currency means reducing the price or the value of the currency in order to decrease imports and increase exports. That is called devaluation. That means you can learn from this term D, that means reduction, decreasing the value. Next is a condition in which international trade, where countries do not impose any taxes. That means they are allowing free trade. We can import goods from other countries without any duties or taxes. That is known as free trade. The next term is franchise. So franchise means right to vote, especially in the parliamentary elections. Our next term is injunction. So beta, injunction is a type of court order or judicial order. It is given to a person, and that is particularly if we want to tell him to stop doing certain thing or to start doing something. So that is a court order and it is called injunction. The next is monopoly. Monopoly here refers to, it is a term of economics, and it means when there is only one manufacturer of the commodity. Means there is only one seller and there is no competitor for that person in the market. The next one is manifesto. If you are listening to news, you might have heard that before the elections, most of the political leaders, they pass out they declare their party, declares the manifesto. Manifesto means in written they declare that what will be the objectives and intentions or what are they planning to do if they are going to win. Okay, that is called manifesto. Then next is some urgent order or urgent measure which is passed by head of the state, sometimes president, during an emergency situation. And this order is usually for a short period of time. This is called ordinance. The next is open market. Open market refers to a market where there are no restrictions, as the word suggests. Means buyers and sellers, they can buy or they can, upon it is up to them, they can fix the prices, and depending upon the demand and supply, means there are no restrictions in the market. So we call it open market. Then the next term is quorum. Quorum beta means we can say a group of 5 or 6 members, a meeting or a body of 5 or 6 minimum number of members which are required before a particular meeting. They are selected for that. Then the next is royalty. Royalty refers to the payment. It is the money given, the payment which is given to the ownership. For example, like it is usually published given to the author of a book. Not the author, but the publisher who published the book of the author. That is called royalty. Then white paper. White paper is that document which is published by the government, and it is given to the MPs and the member of the parliaments regarding information of some national importance. Whenever there is a topic of some national importance, whatever information has to be given by the government, that published paper is known as white paper. Okay children, our next chapter describes new terms. Beta, these are the new terms which you should be familiar with. They are the literary terms, English terms, and usually new terms are being added every year in English language. So you should be familiar with these. For example, what is the meaning of bling? See, beta, bling means something which is ostentatious, means which is very expensive. It can be clothes or it can be the jewelry. Like this next word is chillax. Chillax is a word usually used for some, like we say calm down and relax. Relax and calm down, chillax. Crunk. Crunk means very excited or full of energy. Very excited or full of energy. Drool worthy. Drool worthy, like we use the word, the pastries were drool worthy. Drool worthy means something which is mouth watering and you feel like eating. So here they have given something that makes someone overly excited and is worth salivating over. Means your mouth starts producing saliva by seeing it. You want to eat it. Then frankenfood. Frankenfood is genetically modified food. Guyliner. So very interesting. Eyeliner which is used by men. Hater. So as the term suggests, hater means a person who dislikes most of the things or most of the people. Illiterati, as the name suggests, illiterati means a person who does not have any knowledge and he's not well educated. Okay. Then informnia. Informnia, a person who has enthusiasm for acquiring knowledge, who wants to gain knowledge. Locavore. Locavore means a person who feeds upon locally grown food. Mini-me. Mini-me means just like me. Means if somebody has a close resemblance. So a person closely resembling a smaller or younger version of another. Muggle. Muggle means a person who does not have any skill. Means he is not good at anything. For example, if I say I am muggle at stitching, means I don't know anything about stitching. Fine. Noob. So noob, beta, it refers to the person who has no knowledge particularly about computer or internet. Screenager. Screenager means a person who is in his teens and 20s but he is very good in computers, has a lot of skill, computer skill and internet. Then truthiness. Truthiness means something which appears to be truth but actually it may not be true, but it seems to be truth. Okay children, your next lesson is famous poems and poets. So beta, these are the poems given on one side and you should know who all have the poets of these particular poems. So I think you can write by yourself and you just have to learn the name of the poet and the poem. This question will come as such for matchups. And this lesson is about Indian women writers. So here they have given certain pictures and you should know, like for example, she is Anita Desai. Anita Desai, all these are Indian novelists and story writers. So she is very famous and she has won Sahitya Akademi Award in 1978. And these are some of her famous novels like Fire on the Mountain and Fire on the Clear Light of the Day, etc. Okay. Now this next picture, she is Anita Nair. She is also Indian writer and her most of the novels are based upon human nature and values. And she has also written many books like Puffin Book of Magical Indian Myths and Better Men, okay, Mistress. Then she, look at this picture, she is Kiran Desai. She is also Indian author, but she was educated in England and US and she has received Man Booker Prize and Book Critics Circle Award for Fiction in 2006. The next, she is a very famous personality known as Shobha De and she is also known as Indian's Jackie Collin. And her famous novels are like Starry Nights, Socialite Evenings, Sultry Days, Sisters, etc. And she is being remembered for her notable works. She is Sudha Kulkarni. And she has written most of her novels in Kannada, and her notable works are like Wise and Otherwise and Mahasweta. And this last one is Jhumpa Lahiri, and she is also Indian but Indian American author, and her famous novel Namesake is also made into a popular film, and she has also received Pulitzer Prize for fiction. So dear children, revise till here. In the next video we will discuss the next chapters. God bless you.